Hello everyone, welcome to lecture 8 of units and dimensions of derived physical quantity. Now we will continue from our previous lecture. Number 8, we have done already 7 derived physical quantities. Now number 8 is power. Now first method is to find the unit is you know the formula in which power is used. Power is, as we know, energy per unit time. Rate of doing work done per unit time, or energy per unit time is called as power. Energy is having unit joule, time is second. It is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is watt. And dimension for joule is, that means for energy, is ml2 t minus 2 upon t. When this t moves to numerator, its power becomes negative and we get dimension equals to ml2 t minus 3. Number 9 is surface tension. 9th is will be called as A. 9th A is surface tension. You will come to know about this topic from properties of matter. Surface tension is the property of free surface of liquid by virtue of which its free surface behave as a stressed membrane. We have seen some of the properties of liquid, that formation of bubble from the soap solution is due to surface tension. You will find that sometimes leaves float on the surface of water, again due to surface tension. Spherical shape of a drop of water or liquid, again is due to surface tension. Its unit is, force is having unit Newton, length is meter, and its dimension of force is mlt minus 2 upon meter is L. This L and L will cancel out and we get mt minus 2. mt minus 2, dimension of this surface tension. Now next is surface tension, spring constant, force constant, all are having the same dimensions. B is spring constant. If we exert force on a spring will exert a restoring force, and this restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement, and we get F equals to kx. This k is, either you can call it as a spring constant or you can call it as a force constant. Since its unit will be also same, k is F by x, x is length, therefore its unit is Newton per meter, and dimension will be same mt minus 2. Now another quantity is surface energy. It is energy per unit area. Energy is having unit joule, area is meter square. Its dimension will be, dimension of joule is ml2 t minus 2 and that of meter square is l2, therefore we get the same dimension mt minus 2. All these three physical quantities possess the same dimension, but a single quantity cannot possess two dimensions. This you have to keep in your mind. Now 10th one, we discuss some angular motion, the quantities which are involved in circular motion or angular motion. Number 10. First of all, we discuss moment of inertia. Moment of inertia plays same role in angular motion as mass plays in the linear motion. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Unit by I and it is equal to mr square. Its unit is kg meter square and its dimension kg is m, meter square is l2. That means there is no dimension of time. Moment of inertia is a tensor quantity. Number 11 is frequency. Frequency is number of cycles per second, number of revolution per second. A revolution cycle does not have any units in dimension, therefore its unit is per second, that is s minus 1, or you can write simply second minus 1. Since frequency is 1 by t, therefore its dimension is t minus 1. This is A part. B part is angular speed. Angular speed. Angular speed is defined as rate of change of angular displacement. For angular velocity it is d theta by dt. Units and dimension will be same whether it is angular speed or angular velocity. Both are same angular velocity. Now theta is having a unit of radian, dt is second. Its unit is radian per second. Its unit is only per second, its unit is radian per second. Now dimension of radian is no dimension, therefore its dimension will be t minus 1, same as that of angular, same as that of frequency. Number 12 is angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is defined as rate of change of angular velocity noted by alpha. Rate of change of angular velocity d omega is radian per second. Its unit is radian per second, and dt is second. You simply write down as radian per second square, or its dimension is t minus 2. Since radian does not have any dimension, therefore its dimension is t minus 2. That means m0 l0 t minus 2. That means you can write m0 l0 t minus 2. Next is angular momentum. Angular momentum. Angular momentum is denoted by L. It is R cross P. In Bohr postulates, one of the postulate is that the electron revolves in that orbit whose angular momentum L is given as mvr equals to integral multiple h upon 2 pi. Angular momentum mvr equals to integral multiple h upon 2 pi. That means you will get this angular momentum, and this h is called as Planck's constant. This is Bohr's second postulate, that mvr angular momentum possessed by electrons is equal to integral multiple h upon 2 pi. 2 pi does not have any dimension, as n does not have any dimension, therefore h and l have same dimension. Now this is a part. L is mvr, m is kg, v is meter per second, and r is meter. Therefore its unit is kg meter square upon second, and dimension is that of kg is m, that of meter square is L2, and that of time is t. Therefore you get mL2 t minus 1. This is dimension of angular momentum. And another, its B part is Planck's constant. Planck's, the scientist name of the